Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. Today is Michael Chu here, and it's Friday, March 13th, 2026, 9:12 a.m. Mountain Time, 11:12 a.m. Eastern Time. Market has kind of went down a little from this morning. Nasdaq was up earlier, but now it's down 0.22%. Dow is still up zero point 0.3. S&P is near flat. Nasdaq volume is much higher, and NYSE volume is lower today. So let's look at the index. Okay, this is the wicks here. Let's just take a quick look. So we came off from the high on I think that was Monday, right? Monday, and we had a reversal that day, but and then and then we start to rise again yesterday after another sell off. And today again, this morning we were okay, and now we have risen again. So it's definitely not a good thing. You can see the short-term moving average moving up on this VIX volatility chart here. Let's move to QQQ. So we are very close to the lows once again. So Monday we have a huge reversal, but again we came up to the red line. We failed to pass through that, and now we are near the lows once again. And this morning is especially not good because we were doing really well this morning. We were up, and then we got pushed all the way back down. So that is not a good thing, especially when we have a nice morning, like early opening, strong opening. So it just shows how volatile this market is, as well as just not much buying lately. There's not much support coming in to support stocks at these prices, and as well, like I think, yeah, not many growth stocks are doing well. Like if I look at the market trend, only 8% of stocks on my list are still in uptrend. So it just every stock is like below their 10-day or 21-day right now. So it's just very hard to even find stocks that are setting up right now, right? Because they're all in downtrends. And when you're in a downtrend, like it's not hard to sell off like 1-2% on the index. So and yeah, and again, today we have a reversal, but I'm trying to stay positive because if we don't pass, crack the new low here, then we have a chance for a potential follow through because based on IBD strategy is that if you have a low on Monday and you don't make a new low since that time, but again, we're very close. I think let me see what's the number here. 591. So we were close, like 6 points away from cracking a new low here. So if we hit that low, then any rally attempt is diminished, and we have to start counting again. So usually take at least 4 days to have a follow through rally. But again, we're under the 10 days. So even if we do get a follow through rally, does it mean much because we are so weak right now within this chopping range? So again. I think the ultimate goal is to get back above that red line, which is the 50-day. And, the good thing is, like again, I'm trying to look on the positive side right now. The good thing is that we are very near the black line and we are very close to the red line. You see the two are di converging, right? And so at some point, it's either going to break down or it's going to break up, go up. So it depends like which way it goes. I think I'm looking for that signal, and so I think this is a very good signal. Yeah, but right now, yeah, like any trade I make just doesn't get anywhere. So it's just very hard. I mean, there's usually a few stocks that's bucking the trend, but overall the market is just. I mean, 99% of the market is just getting killed right now. So this is SPY here. You know, same thing. Look at this. I think we were close to a low as well. Let's look at the number here. 662. Yeah, I mean we're at 666 right now on the SPY. Let's go to Dow. And Dow also very close. Let me see, 466. Yeah, I mean this is just less than 2 points away. So yeah, very easily we can get a new low here. And then we have IW, and I think that's what the market is doing right now, is trying to test the lows. And if we pass the low, then obviously, if we don't go below the low, then that's a good thing. This is 220, 244 on Monday low, and right now we're at 247 on the IWM Russell 2000. So again, Not a good day, at least from my perspective. I feel like the market is giving up so easily, from this morning game. And even the game was very small, so it's like very with bounce, right? But just the fact that we're giving up so easily just shows that stocks just have no power. No one is stepping in to buy right now. Everyone just like there's only selling, there's only panic selling, and everyone's just watching on the sideline, right? So that's what's happening. But surprisingly, we still have 20 stocks on the list today. So again, I don't want to discount that, hey, that stocks can bounce today. Today is a Friday. It's very important that the market bounce and close strong. But we'll see. It's still early in the day. There's some news that U.S. sending Marines to the Gulf, but so the market dropped on that news. But for me, I think it's actually a good thing because they're actually doing something about it rather than just let the oil price keep creeping up, right? So maybe that would you know again we'll see the market bounce eventually, but right now it's like pretty hard to even try to step into anything. um, Looking at this list, I do see some industrial stocks, but again, a lot of them are just under their key moving average. Let's just take a few, for example, Seco here, we have CDL. Let's see some of these stocks here. Let's go. Seco here. This is pollution control. So here we go. We are under the green line and the pink line here. So, but it has found support near the 200 day. So maybe it has bottom. I don't know. But like I say, I don't usually trade below those key moving averages. So I would rather wait. So that's that one. Let's look at CDLR. This is a smaller stock transportation ship. This one tried to come out this morning again and get pushed back down because it kind of the market is really bad. But this is a very small cap only, very not liquid. So yeah, wouldn't even take too much into that. Um, Let me see, MYRG, ESLT. Okay, let's look at those two. MYRG, this is building related area. It's in a downtrend. It's under the short-term moving averages, but this one is also holding up pretty good. Like it's above the red line and slightly below the short-term moving average. So consider, how it trade, but it's been very choppy, right? You can see from the chart. Let's keep going here. We're at ESLT. So Dow is green today. So a lot of industrials are green actually, surprisingly. So here's ESLT, really strong stock, strong uptrend here. Then we pull back to the green line right there. So it's not too bad. It's just sitting above the green line. Very strong performing stock. You can see from the relative strength. Like I said, it did pull back recently, but even then it's holding pretty tight right now. So yeah, if it turns, that'll be good. Let's look at Alphus, LFUS. This is electronic parts, so this one is bouncing. Again, they're all below the 1021 day. So until that clears, because this could be a resistance line for a long time on the short-term moving average. So the thing is, usually stocks do bounce back to that line, and then but if it doesn't go above, then it'll come back down. Let's keep going here. So other stocks that are showing some strength. Let's look at TSEM. This is in the chip area. Like it's bouncing back to the red line here, and it's still on a downtrend, right? You can see from the highs on those few points here. But the movement has been very good. Yesterday it did have a big reversal from the red line, but the fact that it can retake that high, that shows me strength, right? Like today, literally, like make jump to new high, so new recent high anyway. So that's a good sign. So I don't know why this stock has so much strength, but that's is showing me strength right now. Let's go to MU. Okay, let's look at MU here. MU is also bouncing. Yeah, so not many stocks are above their 10-day. This is definitely one of them. Looking pretty good too. Like it's trying to clear this trend line as well, the upper channel line. So, and if you look at recent days here, again, except yesterday, let me take out my markup for a second. Except yesterday, I mean, the last 5 days has been very strong. And that's impressive, right? Because considering the market has been weak. So relative strength line you can see is moving up. It's already near new high. and the stock price, at new high. So again, that's another strength. Again, I'm looking at stocks that are really bucking the trend, but doesn't mean you go all in on the stocks at this moment because like the market can pull a lot of stocks down, even the strongest ones, if there's any bad news. So. Let me see. Circle, yeah, Circle is a stock I'm watching very closely. It has shown a lot of strength as well. Look, it is pulling back the last day or two, and today it's trying to bounce, but it's more volatile. So you see it comes back down this morning. Now it's bouncing again. But it's a very strong stock, I think, like because it's been doing this run like for a while now. Like when the market is all getting hit, this stock is actually surprisingly just keep going up. So reminds me a lot of Hood, and I talked about this the last few days. So continue to watch this stock, and it's showing up on the stocks on the move every day, which is another thing. Now, why is it showing up on stocks on the move every day? So it just shows how much strength there is. Fastly is another stock that's worth watching. It's been showing a lot of strength. Look at this chart. Like, I mean, if you look at this chart, well, there's no correction, there's no pullback. Like, you don't even know what's happening in the world. This stock is just acting by itself right now. It is, it's okay, like 20, 200, yeah, 11 million shares traded a day. So, but I don't know where the strength is coming from, but it's showing you significant strength. Look at this RS line. Again, something to watch for. I'm trying to get into this, but it's just hard because it's just up every day. There's no like really good entry point. Um, so yeah, let's keep going here. Again, let's look at some of the big caps, TSM. All the big caps are still under the moving average, short-term moving average, so not even near it right now, TSM. So it's near the lows actually. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Again, Nvidia, very same story every day. Just couldn't pass the red line here. To this morning, it tried again and it just got rejected once again. So it's just not doing much, going it's like what they call it, like a box pattern. It's just stuck in this box here, this rectangle box. Um, Lumentum, yeah, let's take a look at those hot stocks recently. Lumentum is still under the short-term moving average. WSDC, this one is just like MU is trying to come back up. So that's interesting because the storage firm seems to still have some power in them. Again, it's very hard to find any sort of buying momentum right now in any stock, but but these few ones are still showing strength. Um, yeah, and the STX here as well. Um, let's take a look at that one. They're all in the yeah. So is this they're hovering around the 10-day? So they again, if you look at the last 5 days, it's been pretty good considering where the market is. There's not much selling volume either, so that just shows you it's maybe the selling is almost done. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, overall the market is very painful state right now. There's not much, there's no reason to take big risks. It's best to wait for this issue with the oil stuff to clear. I mean, let's take a look at oil price and commodity price here. So look at oil price still near the highs here. So we're just hung lingering there, and it's not good for the market. Um, I think the US dollar also strengthening, so that is also following that news maybe. And then we also have gold that's not moving much. It's kind of slipping a little bit, and yeah. So I mean, almost every sec area that is hot, even like has been hit. So um, I'll definitely come out with more videos this weekend, and we'll see how the market closed today. If this sending marine news is a good news or bad news. So far, it's considered bad because the market just going down and trying to test the low. But sometimes, the market will do that. They will break to new low and then bounce strong. So we will see if that happened today. Um, yeah, it's very close. It's very close. Like for QQQ is like, a few points away. I think 591, so 595 right now. So either way, we want to see a bounce. Whether you undercut that low, it doesn't matter to me. If it bounced today, and closed strong, then I think maybe that's good news. But again, this oil price is really causing a lot of concern in around the world and disruption. So thank you all for watching. Have a good day. See you again this weekend. Bye now.